There's lots of things that has completely changed this game. The serve, paddle technology, but one of the things that's completely taken the pro game by storm is the two-handed backhand. In this video, if you've been wanting to learn how to hit it very offensively and consistently, we're gonna talk about exactly how to do that and why it's so effective at any level. All right, let's talk about this two-handed topspin backhand. First off, I wanna say why it's really important to learn, especially at high levels. The big thing is, not only can we create topspin, but we have a lot of different options when we are in a position like this. When we're here, we not only can roll and attack it with topspin, but we could actually speed up from the same position. That is something that you can't do when you're just hitting an open paddle face slice or a push dink. We're obviously seeing the shot more and more in this game, and now we're going to break down the essential key parts to hitting this very consistently. The first thing that you need to understand is your stance and your balance. We want to be in a really wide stance because we're going to have to move and position ourselves in a way that we get set up well to hit this ball because we are hitting it off of the bounce. Okay, I'm in this wide stance, and the majority of the time I'm going to be using a variation of the shuffle step. All right, when I have to move left, I'm going to be coming this way. If I have to create space back because the dink is a little bit more deeper and more penetrating, I'm going to come this way and come off the line. And you'll see a lot of my topspin dinks, I'm kind of have my feet in this 45-degree angle. Okay, so Sammy's gonna feed me a few and I'm just gonna show you the footwork. Okay. Adding topspin on your two-handed backhand is only one of the ways you can add topspin to your game. If you would like to learn topspin on every single shot in the game, go ahead and click the link in the description below or scan the QR code here. So there's that footwork and that shuffle step. And the thing that you have to note there is that you have to get really low. Primarily, what I want to be able to do is get my wrists, both my wrists, underneath the contact of the ball. All right, so if the ball contact is up here, I really need to get my positioning low, get my wrist below the ball so that I can actually brush up. The other thing that I want to mention is my contact point. From this camera, you can see it really well, but as I come out, my paddle kind of sets somewhere around here. And when I contact the ball, I want to keep the ball relatively in front of me. I want to hit it kind of somewhere in this zone. I don't want to let this ball get behind me because if the ball is behind here, it's very hard for me to hit topspin and create. So I need to position myself in a way where I get the ball right in front of me, kind of somewhere closer to this right knee, so that I can now swing up on the ball. And that leads me to number 3, which is the swing path. Not only do I really want to get this very vertical, but I want to slow it down. Ben Johns is a really good example. He's been working on his 2E topspin dink. And one thing that you will notice is he's not swinging super fast. He's actually swinging slow to medium pace. And what we're trying to accomplish here is just get topspin and get it to bounce on the other side. Now we're gonna show you exactly how to apply pressure in the same way for your drops at the baseline.
Okay, so now talking about the two-handed topspin drop. A lot of the same things apply from dink to the drop. Very similar technique-wise. Positioning, again, main thing, we're making sure that our feet are in line at our target. So, for example, if I'm trying to hit a ball cross court and I'm drawing a line from where the ball bounces to my target, I want both of my feet on that line so I can have my full drive and body going at the target. Second thing is my paddle preparation. Same thing, we're getting those wrists below the ball so I'm able to extend up and through. Now, one difference from the dink to the drop is when I hit my drop, it's more of an elongated, longer swing, and my paddle tends to finish more upwards and higher rather than going more so across my body, okay? So on the dinks, I usually finish right around my right shoulder. On these drops, you'll probably notice that I'm finishing and exaggerating that lift a little bit more. Lastly, the few times that I do not want to hit this shot are one, when that return is hit really hard and it's really penetrating in the court, because I'm probably not going to be balanced and I can't find the apex of the shot. That's another thing. Whenever that return is getting hit to me, I want to be able to find the slowest part of that return, which is right at the apex when that ball pauses or right as it's about to fall. So if that return is hit really hard deep in the court, I will probably look to go more one-handed slice to buy myself time. The final time that I'm not going to try and hit this two-handed backhand is simply if I'm not balanced, okay? If that return is really deep, or sometimes even if it's really short and I have to go run get the ball, sometimes that forces me to cross step over. And when I cross step on the backhand side and use a two-hander, it goes against my motion, which will twist me up and make it a pretty difficult shot.